Redout 2 is a game made by a bunch of quirked up Italians that I can only assume that they must use Monster Energy as their spaghetti sauce. Therefore, they made the most batshit insane racing game I have ever played. I mean, look at this shit. It's so fast it edits itself. So sit down and relax about why you should play the most spastic, chaotic, amazing anti-gravity racing game ever. This is Redout 2. In Redout 2, there are a variety of tracks to race on, such as Weeland, Mars, the home of every aquatic VTuber, Neo Tokyo, my homeland, Moon Mad Max, Sky Sanctuary, and the Pits of Hell, and a fucking black hole. And that's without DLC. With DLC, you have the permission to go to a lovely beach anime episode, and a Iceland Mercury. I know that some railbeds might say that the original one had better tracks, but although I agree, that's only the DLC tracks that I find more interesting. As the base game only had 4 environments, and most tracks can be finished in about 30 seconds, at least in high speed, which I personally find pretty boring, but not as boring as rocket racing, because at least Redout makes you feel like you're breaking the sound barrier. I mean, jeez, dude, I feel like I'm rolling around at the speed of slugging this shit. But unlike the boring locales of rocket racing, Redout 2 brings a ton of variety of fucking roller coasters that also come with environmental conditions that make you have to change your entire game plan for specific tracks, such as Tartarus Mines, that can cause your heat gauge to overheat. Mariana Trench makes your steering somewhat sluggish, and the black hole, well, it does what it does best. Basically, the tracks will keep you on your toes, especially Neo Tokyo, which will test your limits. In terms of gameplay, the game can be described as an anti-gravity Gran Turismo on crack, as the controls are not very simple. You have to steer, strafe, airstrafe, and even pitch your ship in order to win. If you don't, then, well, the game will roast you for not playing well. And that's even without AI assistance. That's right, this game has an assist function. So even if you don't want to multitask and just focus on racing normally, that is completely fine, as I am chill like that. And you can't forget about the boosting, for you see you have a heat gauge. The more you boost, the more it fills. Once it drains your health F-Zero style. But that's not all. You are equipped with a hyper boost that makes you do this. There are also a ton of modes to play on as well, such as Standard Race, Time Attacks, Elimination, No Respawn Races, and my favorite, Lost Races, which is racing on all 3 tracks of the environment in 1 lap. ton of vehicles that you have to drive on in order to get to Victory Lane. So let's talk about those, shall we? There are a ton of ships to race, and each one has their own specialties and stats that you can customize. For UC, you can visually customize your ships and upgrade your stats. When you play through the career mode, you can get special modules that upgrade your stats, such as your speed, durability, strafe, and steering, the feeling of your ship constantly being on ice all the time, or how fast you want your boost gauge to fill, I guess. My personal favorite ship is the Behemoth team, and if you disagree, that's fine, I guess, because if you talk smack about the Behemoth and the hellscape it emerged from, then we're going to have some problems. But if you're not an Apon crack and want to know more, then you'll have to watch a 16-minute YouTube video, because I am not a reliable source at all. As you can see, Redout 2 makes for a fun time, and considering it is a really good time to be an indie dev right now, if you want to experience the thrill, the chills, the absolute insane speeds of Redout 2, then I highly recommend this game. And yes, I am insanely biased as hell. Why did you ask?